soon, I promise. Hi, it's so nice to see you guys. Hold on. We're gonna see a second.
on Zoom.
What? It's fine. Stay in Zoom because right now Jonny is hosting. Thank you so much, Maisie Grove. Jonny Ravasa Lever is hosting. Jonny, I just need to get on the Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Thank you, so I can see the chat, and then we're rolling.
There's so many
Gotta
people
see
around.
them,
My
there's
God.
so many people. He's so popular. That's what it is.
No, I'm talking about Wi-Fi. There's so many. There was never that many.
Everybody's here.
There you go.
It's the whole gang. Okay. Now let's get in.
So yeah, they're all in the chat.
Second. I love
There
it.
you go.
Good. Good. So they're watching the excitement over here. Hold on. Later. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. Come on. Okay. Okay. I think we're there. I think we're ready. I think it's happening. Game on. Wait, what's going on? Do it. Do it. Why is this not working?
Good luck on the internet.
Come on. Bye. Take care. Hold on. Guys, I'm trying to see the chat. We're getting there. It's happening. Game on. Success. I think we're successful. I think it's happening. Guys, it's working. Hold on. I'm waiting for the chat, and then we can see it. And then we're in business. And I can see it. Oh, there we go. Okay. Hello, Assassin. Oh, Assassin the best. There. Now I can see everything. Thank you, God. Okay. We can see the chat. We can see everybody. That was all we needed to have happen. Let me mute it. Good. Okay. JC.
Are we ready?
We are ready. It happened. It's a miracle. It's miraculous. I don't want this.
It'll get a little
There we
hot
go.
in here.
Jonny Cruz. We can have it on either way. You can have it
Oh,
on.
look at
Turn
it.
it off. I don't care.
Okay,
There we
we'll
go.
keep it nice and cool in here. As long as you can hear us.
Exactly. Yeah, that was what was more important. I know. Later, but that's not.
The collab we've been waiting for,
Close
Jonny.
that. Guys, I have been wanting to do a stream with Jonny freaking forever, like throughout lockdown, throughout COVID. We talked about this. Jonny got to come and do the group thing with us. That was so much fun. We did for Thanksgiving or the holidays. We did like a cooking stream. It was like a holiday. It was a Thanksgiving stream, I think.
This was so long ago.
I know, but I think that's the last time. I know.
That's
Okay,
crazy.
somebody's hearing echoing. Where is the? Oh, is it Gianna's? Oh, it's Gianna. Okay, you gotta mute. Okay. Hold on.
It is on.
Oh, you gotta mute it.
Or just-
Mute the Twitch.
Or just
Or
turn
just
down
turn
your
your
phone.
volume all the way
Turn
down.
your volume up.
Ba-da-bum,
We did it.
ta-da!
Oh,
Hi,
people are giving
Trey.
some love. Hi,
Thank you. Hi, Sandwich Girl. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So of course we had issues. Of course we had BS, but here we are. Is it still echoing? Or are we good?
There is a lot of audio
What's the echo?
feedback.
What's going
Is
on?
there-
I turn my volume.
Oh, much better now.
Much better now?
Yeah, that's
Much better now?
I think
We're
that
good?
was it.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. I
Perfect.
should have my glasses on. So for LA style streams, because I'm leaving LA soon, and I
Whoa!
know.
Where are you leaving?
I know. I'm going like in Ghana.
Oh wow, that's so fast.
I know. I know. It's already almost done. I know. It's like ridiculous.
It's so
But
fast.
I hear it. Where are we hearing it?
It's from my phone, but I turn my volume all the way
Can you mute it? Can you mute it?
down. I'm muted.
I'm totally hearing. I'm hearing it.
Don't
Is
we
it-
put it like over there?
Do you
yeah,
want
put it
to hear it? So
Yeah.
if you put a
We thought that we
cord
needed
in-
to because we thought we needed. Oh yeah, you know what? You want to put headphones on in it, and then that way you can hear
Yeah,
in
sure.
case. That's a good idea. Do you need headphones? Yeah, I have a pair.
I have one right here.
Okay, guys, we're like proofing. We're doing things. Here we go. Headphones. Boom. Okay. Done. So we had a mic issue. We had mic breakdown. We had battery breakdown. But we're here, and I have been dying to get into Jonny's closet because I have done these style streams with people.
Oh, you should watch.
I know. Boom, I got it.
Okay, great.
I wanted to do a style stream with Jonny first because even though you are making all these jokes about that you wear like free t-shirts and
Right.
whatever it's going to be, Jonny has a uniform. And we have talked about this before in style streams, the importance of figuring out your uniform,
Right.
because then you don't have to think all that much about how you're going to get dressed every day.
Yeah.
That way you like can put yourself together and you know what goes together and you know what works on your body and you understand your body and you know. So Jonny is a uniform king,
I didn't
which
even
I
know
love, which I didn't even know that. He didn't know. So tell me this.
Uh-huh.
How did you dress when you were a little kid?
Oh, wow.
Okay.
When I was a little kid, before, I don't know, like 12 years old, I didn't care, whatever. Oh, I did wear Looney Tunes shirts. I used to love, like Looney Tunes. They were gangsters. I have to turn this off.
Yeah. Looney Tunes were gangsters.
Yeah, like they would have like Bugs Bunny and like baggy jeans and like, backwards hat. And I was like, I love these. So I'd always buy those like graphic tees when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
Anything Ninja Turtles hooked me up. When I got to high school, there was a moment right before I went to high school. I don't know. I had this idea because I was going to Puerto Rico for the first time ever. And I have a lot of family in Puerto Rico that were like, we love you. We can't wait to see you. That was great. I was excited. So when I got there, everybody wanted to buy me stuff. Great. This was 8th grade going into 9th grade. And I was like, oh, you guys want to buy me stuff? What if when I go into high school, I'm all decked out? Like what if, like, and so my plan during all of that time when they asked what I wanted, I would be like, I want clothes for school.
Yeah.
And I went and bought all the Tommy Hilfiger I could find and like the nicest shoes, like they were going all out. So I went all out. So
that's what I want.
That's what I want. So right before I went into high school, I had like this incredible wardrobe that I would have never have had otherwise. My mom could barely afford anything. So this was my chance. This was my shot.
Your moment.
This was I was going to
embrace the ring.
Yeah.
You were taking the ring. You were embracing status. You were going into 8th grade as like a style guy.
Yeah. This was designer. This was it. This was like this is what was going to make me.
Yeah. This was your high school intro.
Yeah.
And it's okay. So it was all Tommy Hilfiger. Was it?
I wanted something so ridiculous that everything I wore was Tommy Hilfiger at that time, which was very, very popular. But a lot of the stuff also in Puerto Rico was Tommy Hilfiger, right?
Like T-O-M-Y, like Tommy.
I mean,
Tommy Hilfiger.
They just sewed patches on it, and I was like, yeah, this is good. This is great. This is perfect. I'll wear this. And so, yeah, I went into high school like that, and every day somebody, I think like a weekend, somebody was like, you only have Tommy Hilfiger? I was like, yep.
All Tommy, all the time. Like, that's great.
But it was a confidence boost, and I realized, I don't know, I guess in the 8th grade we had uniforms, so I wanted to make some sort of statement. I don't know what it was. Maybe I'm a rich kid when I really wasn't. Right?
But you were concerned about appearances.
I was
concerned about presenting yourself, and it mattered. And you were looking to make yourself something other than how you saw yourself.
Yes,
like you were looking to shape yourself with your clothes.
I was, and every morning I took a shower. For 4 years, I was like fresh, clean, combed hair, ironed my clothes every morning. In high school.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you were crisp. You were like known as a crisp guy. You were just.
I wanted to have, a different experience,
it was style as transformation. It was style to get yourself into the next place.
Right.
It was
and that was kind of a focus for me, is like anytime I would save up, because after that I learned to also take care of my clothes because I didn't get them very often, or really nice ones. So every few months my mom would buy me a piece, right? That I was like, that's the piece I want, or these are the pair of shoes I want. And I would have that for many years, and just took care of it, right? And so then I could mix and match over time.
Now, were you rolling at all? Like, so I'm a big proponent, as you guys, those of you who've done style stream stuff with me before, I'm a big proponent of highbrow, lowbrow, and of mixing. Were you mixing? Did you learn tricks? Like my mother grew up without any money,
right?
But she grew up in a very statusy neighborhood,
right?
And so for her, like status items mattered.
Okay.
So she learned that she had to get the shoes, but if she got a skirt that just looked cute, that looked right with the shoes, then it didn't matter.
Right.
Like she could mix.
I even had a pair of Tommy Hilfiger shoes that I had that zipped up. They were super cool. but the shoes were a big piece because that's what people can see, you know, usually in high school was what were the shoes. And so I learned shoes in like a jacket top, right? Or a nice jacket. Those were the pieces that you could put on, you know, regular jeans from, you know, anywhere. And the shirts I liked at that time, which I don't anymore, was some sort of designer logo of some sort, right?
Logo.
So pants weren't the biggest thing. Although I did at some point learn to sew, and I even sewed my own Tommy Hilfiger patches on my own jeans.
No.
Yes,
You did.
I did.
You
I
did.
I
Oh
sewed.
my God.
Yeah, I
Wait,
did it.
where did you learn how to sew?
Ninth grade home economics. It was a great class. I loved it so much. We learned to cook and we learned to sew. And the project where I learned to really sew was to make your own underwear. And so I made my own boxer shorts that were super like fleece camo, really thick. And the teacher kept making fun of me. He was like, "You're gonna be so hot in those." And I was like,
Texas,
hell
it's
yeah, I am. But yeah, I learned to sew, I learned to stitch, I learned to do stuff. And so then I used it for my evil diabolical scheming of
But that's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, that was brilliant that you did that. That you said like, I got to make sure that I have the label on it, and that.
Well, there was a moment too when I, you know, like bell-bottom jeans, they're not quite bell-bottom, but like straight open leg at the bottom jeans
Yeah.
were. So I didn't have any, and my mom wouldn't buy them for me because she was like, "I don't want you wearing baggy jeans." So I took 2 pairs of black pants, I cut one, and then I cut one in a triangle to like open up it in a way to where it wasn't tight at the bottom, and I stitched it up. I sewed it in, I believe, sewing class, and then I wore them, and I remember wearing them. And this girl is like, she was sitting behind me. She's like, "Did you make those pants yourself?" Because she could see the stitch.
Right,
Like, it was
you
like,
actually had stitches.
yeah, you had a
like
piece
that
of
were.
cloth there, yeah, or a piece of jean, right? That didn't go with the normal stitch. She goes, "Did you make those yourself?" And I go, "Yeah." And she goes, "I love them." And I was like, "You do?"
And you were like, "Oh my God, it's so cool."
Yeah, it was
so
cool. It was
to be able
cool.
to make your own thing and like
Yeah.
show that. Dude, I love that. I love that you did. Now, were you known as an arty kid, or were you known as a if you were to have been categorized in high school, because you're in this designer clothes and you're very crisp and pressed, what category were you in? Like how would you have been categorized?
You know, it's interesting because I think of myself. So I don't think up until senior year, I think I was kind of, hey, that guy's cool. That's a cool guy, kind of, but mysterious because I didn't party or hang out with a lot of people. My mom was very strict. So I think it was like my vibe was I wasn't unpopular, but I wasn't like super popular.
But you were well liked and well liked by everybody.
Well liked, yeah, and just kind of low radar. Did a lot of. I didn't let anybody know, like I was a straight A student, but I didn't want anybody to know that, right? So you know, I just want to hang out, be cool. So a lot of hiding going on with an exterior shell, you know,
with a very like glossy exterior.
Yeah.
With a very
It really-
and curated.
curated exterior, and then but always there was this thing, if anybody knew me, like really knew my life, like they wouldn't like me or something. Like that was just this thing. So the clothes were a nice way to be like, "Hey, look at me, I'm cool, but don't come to my house."
Right.
Because you'll find out the truth.
And you'll see, and you'll know who I am. Right. But that's so many people. I mean, I feel like high school is the age when you're figuring out like what do you want to present, what do you not want to present, what do you want, when you want to hide, what feels safe, what doesn't feel safe. And like things like I can make something that's really freaking cool, but is it cool to make something?
Yeah.
God forbid anyone knows I made it. It should.
Yeah.
I bought it.
Yeah, I bought it. It was expensive.
Right, exactly. It's so wild. But meanwhile, you learned to be self-reliant and that you could actually put the labels on stuff. Like I had a thing when I was in my freshman year of high school. So like, okay, I grew up, my parents had money and were fashion conscious.
Oh, wow.
So I grew up like being able to have those things. So I had no sense of what was a status thing and what wasn't a status thing.
Okay.
I really was comfortable with highbrow, lowbrow.
Yeah, right.
I had no, it didn't identify me.
Yeah.
So I remember going into Kmart at that time and finding a pair of pink knockoff Converse high tops, but they were cut a little bit narrower and they were a little lower, and I liked them better than the Converse ones. And so I bought those instead of regular Converse high tops because I really liked what they looked like. I thought they were awesome. And I put them on and I got on the bus, and this nasty rich kid, this like really rich, like nasty kid who like, we knew each other. He knew that my parents had money. So it sort of like, he started going, I know where you got those sneakers. I know where you got those. I'm going to tell everyone where you got those. I'm going to tell everyone where you got. And I looked at him like he was out of his mind. And I was like, great, tell everyone. You can tell everyone. I got them at Kate. And he literally put his hand over my mouth. And when she got them at a great store, she got, like, he had such weird mishigas about like status of things and of like that somehow it was going to tell something. So I'm thinking of that with you with the sewing, the Tommy Hilfiger on the jeans. But meanwhile, you're making your own shit, and it's so much cooler. Yeah. Like Tommy Hilfiger wasn't coming out with the jean that was the way that he needed it.
No, it wasn't. Yeah.
Like, and so at what point did you realize like you could have your look and it didn't have to necessarily have the label on it, and it was cool that you made your own shit?
Oh man, like let's see.
How did that evolution happen?
I mean, style for me is just, you know, it wasn't until I was actually, I think, I liked, well, in college, I think I dropped a lot of some fashion stuff. So it wasn't until college that I think I went back to, I grew my hair long, and I would just wear like t-shirts I had.
It's like,
yeah, because I was in, you know, computer, and it was always usually, you know, kind of, it was for the ladies. You know what I mean? It was for the ladies, you know, come talk to me. I know how to dress, right?
Yes, yes.
And then when you talk to me, don't ask me about my family. There's only certain,
Oh, God. It's so,
well, you know, that was just like, you know, shame of like, which I processed and all this stuff with my own thing, right? Yes. No. But in college, like I was doing computer programming in the beginning, and there was no ladies. So I was like, it's all out the window, man.
The hell with the ladies. I'm in my t-shirts now.
I'm in my t-shirts. Yeah. So there was this kind of moment I think I just went through, like wearing whatever to class. And it wasn't until because I also had a girlfriend, so I wasn't also trying to.
So now it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it didn't. It doesn't. It does matter, guys. At that time, I think it didn't, but it does. Okay, just remember that.
They always there it is. Yeah, you can't let it go. You can't let it go.
So yeah, there's a while that fashion kind of fell off for me, where I was just kind of like, I still liked my jeans and my jackets and my shoes. Those were the biggest thing.
Okay.
And then I got back single again, and then I was like, oh, time to get back into fashion, and I started doing weird stuff. I remember, you know, there's a term called peacocking, right? Where, you know, you make yourself, there's a piece on you, and it doesn't have to be extreme. Like there's something about you that screams different. I don't usually see that. And so I started doing a lot of that, right? Okay. Which was, you know, fedoras. I had earrings, cross earrings, feather earrings.
Pierced.
Yeah, my ears pierced.
Okay.
Then I was doing like louder colors. I had like a mustache at one point. Before mustaches were hipster, I was doing it up before.
No, you were waxing the tips. And
I was waxing the tips probably 2 years before it went hipster, and it was weird. People were looking at me and being like, I remember those looks. It was like, this was it for a while. And I think as I progressed, I remember being like, oh, you know, at a younger age, I would have been like, if somebody looked at me like that, I'd been like, oh my God, I look dumb. But there, over time, as I grew as a human, I realized like, if that person talked to me, they'd fall in love with me. That was my thought. Is like, you have no idea. And that shifted over a period of time, which I don't think I could have done that without the confidence,
right,
in the way that I had gained.
Yes.
But yeah, I just was like, oh, you have no idea. Like, and that was, I remember a pivotal moment. It was Susan Sarandon.
Let's hear.
On a plane.
Sarandon.
On a plane.
On a plane.
I had my mustache way earlier. I have no idea what she said, but she leaned over. She looked at me and she leaned over to the person next to her and said something. And they laughed. And I was like, I wonder if she's laughing at me, but it doesn't matter because I'm the greatest. I remember that.
Yes.
I remember that moment. She could have said he's freaking handsome. I don't know, but
She probably did.
yeah.
She probably said he's adorable. Look how cute he is.
Like,
He's probably.
Which that's the negative, but it didn't matter, right? Because I was like, I freaking loved it, right? I loved my feather earring, and I loved my weird deep V's that I had no chest for. You know what I mean? And like weird.
Such a look.
It was such a look where I remember I would search, I would look up like, on Pinterest. I had a Pinterest. Yeah. And I was looking up.
What do I tell you guys? I tell you guys, you got to make Pinterest boards of your things. Okay. So you're a Pinterest board.
I had a Pinterest board, and I put the actors that I liked the most in their style. I remember Ryan Gosling had this look about him. He had this shirt that was like kind of rugged and all, and he was like got this rugged look, and I was like, I want to do that. And so I did that for a while. It was putting pieces together in that style, that avatar of like a rugged dude.
It's rugged. It's a little sleazy. Yeah. It's kind of hot. It's very I love that, Ryan Gosling. What you remind me of, like when you're telling me about it with the feather earring and then the deep V's and the wax tips. Do you know who the designer Isabel Toledo was?
I know.
Passed away. Okay. She major designer, like major American New York based designer. She and her husband Ruben Toledo were like the toast of New York. She passed away, but like they were the toast of New York. They were incredible. They came out of I think Jersey City or something, and then they came to New York and completely freaking took over. She wound up dressing Michelle Obama. She was super badass.
Yeah.
Ruben Toledo, her designer, artist, husband, totally was rocking the look that you're describing.
Yeah. Okay.
And you kind of look alike. He's like also very gorgeous. And exactly. And I'm like seeing a young Jonny Cruz, Ruben Toledo look. Like it had to have been adorable. And that you were rocking it with such confidence.
Yeah. For sure. I think everybody should do something in their life that causes them to be uncomfortable, because in the beginning it's uncomfortable, but then you do it and you realize nothing changes, and then that who you are is who you are, and if you love yourself, other people love you. It doesn't matter the exterior shell that you put out in high school, right? It matters what you think of yourself over time.
Absolutely.
Right.
And you knew that rocking this great feeling that you were having and doing all of this, you were going to pull the attention in. They were going to judge you one way or another, but once you had their attention, once they knew you, they were going to love you. So you knew, okay, let me get your eye, let me get your attention, and then you would love me.
It was funny. You're reminding me of, I went to Burning Man, right?
Oh
and there's a style of Burning Man that happens. And after Burning Man, I remember I had this like, wearing this like black and like triangle, like gold, like necklace during Burning Man. And I remember I got an audition for Two Broke Girls for the Landlord, right? And I had like golden tattoos all over me. My hair had like, I had braided my hair and had feathers coming up. And then I had this deep V that was like rugged. And I was like, I'm just gonna go to this audition like this.
Yes.
And I walked in, I did that audition just like, this is me, man.
Right.
I didn't get the part, but what I did get is that casting director's lifetime love. She brought me in for everything.
Oh, I bet.
And I remember that. I was like, oh,
I bet.
Like that didn't matter. It was just like, there was just something that I did that was so unique and different that I felt very sincere in at the time to do. And she appreciated that.
Well, you were such an individual. She saw you, she knew.
Yeah.
And that, and I always think every audition you do is not for the role, it is for your career. This was a moment for your career. They knew.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I love this. Okay, which now you're here, you're now.
Yes.
What are, let's say, if you had to use 5 words to describe your style now, what would they be?
Functional.
Functional.
I would say basics, not basic, basics.
Functional, not basic, basics.
Form fitting.
Yes.
And with pops of flair. Small pops of flair.
Pops of flair. You got one more word.
Oh, do I? What would I say too? Is like
functional, basics, form fitting, pops of flair,
and not very much color.
Neutral.
Neutral.
Jonny has a very neutral palette.
Yeah, I do have a neutral palette. You guys will see that in there.
Yeah. When we get into the closet,
Yeah.
you will see there's Jonny goes with a neutral palette, which I have a dear friend. I love to shop with her because we'll go to like the outlets or something, and like she will only be looking at the gray, the camel, and the cream.
Yes.
And I will buy like the triple leopard color, patchwork, thing. And we never have crossover. Never a problem about us getting the same thing. It's like
so funny,
but neutrals are always classy.
Yeah.
And they always look good. And if that is how you feel like you, then that's a very good way to be dressing.
Yeah.
It's like everything goes together. Everything looks good. When did you go neutral? When did you decide neutrals was the way to go?
So after my phase of doing all the kind of experimental stuff, I found that I liked a little cleaner look, something that I could wear anywhere at any time.
Yeah.
I think it was like during my time at Facebook. I think I evolved to having, not so much flashy, but probably more expensive and comfortable and longer investment items that I was purchasing versus in the past because I had the money. And I don't know if I told you, but during Facebook time, I would produce for different creators, and one of them was Fashion Week. And one of my favorite things I ever did was doing Fashion Week for basically Instagram, but for every designer there was. Tom Ford. I did DHF, but I don't know. Oh, God, what's your name?
Oh, DDF.
DDF. I was at every show, every runway show. I had like so many designers that I was going to and like recording and producing. And it brought me back. I was like, I love this stuff. You know what I mean? I enjoy it. And I'd be sitting there like, producing, and I'd be like, oh, I love that piece. I'm like, oh, I'm supposed to be doing producing. But that was like, and so I got to hang out with Oscar De La Renta. I did a whole piece on the two people who were doing it, and it was on the front of Instagram. But I was watching them as they created the stuff, as they're like pinning stuff together before the show, sewing stuff, all the little all the stuff that went behind fashion. It's just it's a gallery of art that is moving, right? And it was incredible to experience, and the high pressure, the tension, all of it. It was really exciting. And
in those instances, like they need for perfection, and they need everything to be moving and everything to work right and everything to fit properly, and the timeline, and it's exciting. It was exciting,
and the hardest I ever worked probably was for fashion, doing all those different shows, and it was exciting. It was fun, and it reminded me how much I liked fashion, and so that was another piece of like looking at what do people I like in this wear, what's their I got into certain stores now, that I'd never used to shop at. You're going to, I'm going to, I got pairs of shoes that, I usually wouldn't buy. My shoes at Max were like, at some point, only $100, $150 for like a pair of boots. Right. Found myself spending $800 on a pair of boots. I found myself spending $300 on like just classic shoes, tennis shoes, leather shoes that, I keep very good care of. So that's kind of where I think it evolved with certain pieces.
Now, here's the thing that's interesting. So if you've watched style streams before, you've heard me say this. I am a believer that when you find your style, or when you really come back to yourself, it's that you're coming back to who you were when you were around 13, 14 years old. That because at 13 or 14 years old, it's before the world messes with your sense of who you are, and before your social life. So
I would say I buy the things that.
Well, I'm thinking about you saying that you had the real Tommy Hilfiger shoes, and you get a couple of pieces a season, and you took impeccable care of those things, and then now in adulthood, you went back to to buy the pieces, it looks good, you take care of them. If you spend a few dollars, you're going to amortize it and wear the shit out of it, and so it's fine. And so it's very interesting. We always people say, "Whoa, yes, you're right." I know it's really true. It's really true. I always say, for me, I am probably at the 3.0 of what I liked best at 13.
Wow.
Like
Okay,
I
okay.
got to my 2.0
Yeah.
and everything I wear is something I would have loved when I was 13.
Right.
Like it's just always, I'm always coming back to that kernel, that nugget,
that nugget
that
right before
essence of
it
what-
all went wrong.
Right, right. No, because those are the years that you're so worried about. Like I have to present, I can't be myself. I have to be this. I can't, and you think that what your friends say is so important, and then you learn otherwise, and you say, okay, what really matters is that I am me and that I am expressing myself, and then you sort of hopefully come back to yourself. And the sooner you do, the more you're a Jonny Cruz in the world, and and you rock up your auditions. Wearing feathers and glitter tattoos. I mean, glorious.
Freaking braids.
No, wait. So one of the words you used was form fitting.
Yeah.
The whole time that I've known you, you've always been very body conscious and you've always been very aware of your body. But in the time that we've been friends, you like stepped it up a major level and like went like super fabulous fitness.
I like it.
It's true. It's true. It's amazing. When did that become a part of how you express yourself? Because that has a lot to do with your style and how you wear your clothes and what. Yeah. I mean, because your style did change a little once you became much more body conscious. Yeah.
I think the idea, I probably was wearing like in the 7th and 8th grade, I was wearing tight shirts with like elephant pants. And then you look at those pictures and I'm like, I was a stick with like these huge like elephant pants. That was the look. That was what people were doing.
It's so cool.
But I think I always wanted to have the physique and be able to carry that. And it wasn't, I think the sustainability of working out never was an option for me because I didn't really know what that looked like. Right. And so I was always in and out of maybe working out. I was never able to keep it. And so I would buy stuff that was form fitting, but not too much to where you could just see my chest was flat and my tummy was out, just enough to work. Cause I think I always had okay arms. Yeah.
Right. Arms are good. Shape is generally good. Flat chest.
And then just belly. So there came a point about 2.5 years ago, almost 3 years ago, where I did post this recently on my Instagram. I have a video of me. Leah was taking it because she found it to be so delightful. I was on like my bed in there, like at the edge of my bed. I had food on my bed. It was queso funditas and tacos. We were watching Trolls. Oh man! And then she starts with the in the mirror. You can see like my butt cracks out, and I'm hunched over going, and I'm watching Trolls, and I'm like, and I watched that video, and I was horrified. I was like, "That's what you see? Oh wow!" So it started to become like this little thing of like, that's not sexy. That's not like what I thought of myself as, which it's not always. But I love food, right? So yeah,
right, of course.
So I think there came a point where I was like, I want to take my fitness to a different degree because as I'm getting older, I've never had a 6-pack really. I've never pushed myself in a way to where I was like, I guess you could say proud. So I was like, maybe I have money, I have time. What if I found, personal trainer, and I looked around, and I think one of my gifts is researching Google.
Fantastic.
I found all about it, but
if you don't, guys, just in case you don't, this is fascinating. Wait.
Yes. So I found this place in LA that had just kind of started. It was called Up Fitness, and every picture they had was like, at less than 20 weeks, you were seeing these incredible transformations. And some people you go to, as a fitness trainer, they don't monitor everything. I needed somebody who was going to teach me everything, food, form, everything. And I had the money. So I was like, why not invest in my education? Yeah. And I was like, I don't have to do it forever, but just enough to where I got everything I needed to make it sustainable. And I was like, maybe this place will do it. I went, and it was like going to college, right? Wow. For like, I don't know, I was there for about 26 weeks. I only thought I was going to be there for like 6 weeks. I only paid for the 6 weeks. I was like, let me see if I like it. But then I ended up paying, for the 26 weeks that I was there. I had an incredible transformation, but it showed me how to eat, how to work out form and how to make it sustainable in your life. And that changed everything. So my form changed, right? And I started to buy workout clothes, which I never did. But then I found that I would wear regular clothes. And if I was wearing regular clothes, like after I had finished up, I wouldn't work out. If I had already dressed up, put myself up there,
Yes, this is a freaking challenge.
I was like, my hair's done, everything. I was like, I wouldn't work out.
Right.
But then I realized if I bought nicer clothes that are top tier quality that people know, that's
like
a
nice workout clothes.
those are nice.
Yeah.
You can go anywhere, do anything in your day, and people aren't like, oh, he looks gross. It's like, oh, that's a fitness guy. I like that guy. Right? I don't know. That's what I thought in my brain.
Yes.
But then I found that I could do all that, come work out, and still look fresh, right? And that was.
Well, that's also the trick when you learn that if you lift lots of weight, if you do heavy weight, you're not going to be like bathed in sweat. It's not like being in a spin class every day.
Exactly.
But you can actually walk out and look like a human being afterward and still have gotten all the benefits of the workout.
And my workouts lend to that because I'm doing just weights and I sweat not a whole lot of cardio. Please God, I have a thing against cardio. But you don't have to work so hard.
Right. No, when you're lifting heavy weight, you don't have to do that kind of cardio. So it's right. So it's
that in the eating. And then so my form changed. I was like, let me get tighter shirts. To the point where some people were like, you should get a bigger shirt. Those are way too tight on you.
But meanwhile, it looked good. You were like,
I was like, I want to be, and that brings me to the shirts that I had that I loved. That they were button ups. But
we're gonna go into your closet. We're gonna go into your closet,
and then we'll talk about that. But that things started to change, and I wanted to hold on so bad. So I'll show you what I did there. But the form fitting was like, oh, now I have this. How can I showcase it without being too ridiculous? you know, I wear a small, but I probably should be medium.
But it feels good.
But it feels good. I feel good when it's not. I don't like it when shirts like have this look to them.
Okay.
You know,
wait, Gianna, will you pull in? Wait, okay, stand up. So Johnny right now is wearing his exercise clothes because today was a workout day.
It's workout day.
It's a workout day. But take a look. We're going to show.
Yeah.
Show off. Wait, stand up.
So
We're showing the muscles. Wait,
look at that, baby.
Look at this. Look what the hell's going on here. Oh my God, Johnny, it's ridiculous. It's insane.
Okay. So I like a form that fits around my arm, but isn't like doing this. You know, like if it squeezes it, like you need a bigger shirt.
Right.
So I also don't like this when it's like your arms just dangling in your shirt. So fitted and clean,
but not dangling. I also like that this is all perforated.
So it's perforated. It has. I think all of my like shirts have a sort of a fabric to them.
Yeah.
And this one is it has silver in it. It's Lululemon, and it has like cool like little designs in the back. It's like for also
cute.
For when you're working out, you know, that's breathable. So this is functionality, and these are also the pants, which also I always loved like wearing all of one thing, and so these are also Lululemon, and so these are like the fit is also like it's like has a sheen to it. I don't know what the top layer is.
Well, it's because it's got the stretch in it, and so it's got that bit of the sheen. What's good about a pant like this, like Bob has pants like this, also is it doesn't wrinkle.
Yeah, exactly.
So like you can pack it, you can smush it, then you put it on, it still looks finished.
And it has a nice look to it. It has like these little like designs on it, right?
Yeah. No, and that's a pant that
these are my house shoes that I wear when I wear around the house. They're warm, functional, right? My feet used to get cold, and I was like, I need something that looks cute, but also makes my feet real nice and warm.
Functional, neutral.
Yeah.
Basics, not basic.
Yeah, and so this is a simple thing. Which when you get out of here, I'm going back there and I'm going to pump some weight, and then it also has room to fill up. You know what I mean?
Oh, for when you need to fill the thing up.
Yeah.
I was telling you, there's a designer named Rick Owens. Do you know who Rick Owens is?
Mm-mm.
Rick, you would love Rick Owens. Oh my God, because he makes like super narrow, like his pants are amazing, does all this stuff. And Rick Owens has a uniform, a different uniform than you, but much like yours. Usually he likes to either wear a very tight shirt or a tank that shows off that he has fabulous shoulders.
Okay, nice. I want to do more of that. I'm not ready. I mean, just even me posting that thing of my body on this past weekend because nobody beyond my little group sees it, and I was like, "This is uncomfortable." And I was like,
but it's good. And he does these like Rick Owens shorts.
Yeah.
And he does his sneakers are like a boot.
Okay.
That he wears. And then he wears like these big overcoat fabulous things. And so
Okay,
when he
that's
goes
fun.
to work out, he takes off the overcoat thing. He's in some kind of tank and the shorts. He does his workout with boots, but the boots have a sneaker bottom that he just
Which I have,
Yeah.
and which I'll show you too.
I was gonna say, he has like
I
a
wanna have
sneaker bottom.
both my pairs. I can stick in there.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a boot look. It's a boot look. When I was going to Up, I was like, there was actors in there, and I was like, and
They
so
all wanted to come see Johnny.
they all wanted
to
to-
work out with Johnny.
they did, and
Yeah.
a couple of them would be like, "Oh man, where'd you get those shoes, man?" And I was like, "That's all how they talk." And then I'd be like, "Noble was like, I like that." And then we'd have conversation, right? It was a conversation starter. And so that's what some of these pieces for me also have been is, somebody sees something. I was at, where was I at? I was at Sprouts, and a young kid came up to me and was like, "Hey man, where'd you get your shirt?"
I love it.
I don't know if you knew who I was or not, but I was
love
like, I like your question because it was a black shirt, but had like, some texture to it. And it was just a simple, but when you get up closer,
He
like
was admiring.
he was admiring. Yeah.
Exactly.
So, and then we just had a little conversation. Sweet moment.
So cute.
Yeah.
Before we go into your closet, I want you to talk about this.
Oh.
Because Gianna, my buddy Gianna, who is helping us today, was asking about this. Tell me about the wrist full of bracelets. The bracelets
Man,
are
these-
so cute.
So I got into crystals many years ago because a friend of mine was like, went to a crystal shop and we were talking about citrine, right?
Uh-huh.
Which I actually now have on
Let's
my
see.
arm on this side. with
Okay,
my
we got
watch. Yeah.
citrine.
Citrine. So she was like,
Okay.
they were talking about it. Citrine's for abundance and making money.
Citrine
Right.
is abundance and making money.
Yeah. So, and I remember the time I wasn't making any, and then, and then I was like, all right, I'll do this. And I remember I got my first little citrine stone, and over time, I remember just being like, I'm making money. Like, just randomly, I was like, I'm making money. So, I think what crystals mean and what they are to me is just reminders of the possibility. It's opening of your conscious to remember to open yourself to abundance, money flowing, or all of them have their own different meanings. And why I wear certain things is because of not necessarily I think they look great. I always look for something that looks great, but also what is functional for my life, right? So these are all reminders every day of like to remember that you are health, that you are life, right? To be love and compassionate to the people around you. This was actually Tiger for luck. To remember that you're lucky and that you're that things open up for you, right?
Yes.
So these are things in my life that and I have all these little papers for each one to help me just to remember, right? And of course, once I was having them in little stones, but I wanted them everywhere I went. So I found this little spot called Sacred Light that I go to all the time. And you hold them, and you either go. If you go back, no. If you go forward, that's for you. Or if you go weak.
Wait. Okay. So wait. You hold on. You pick up one of the crystals.
Yeah.
You close your eyes.
Yeah.
You hold it.
There's different methodologies. This is one that I think is pretty simple.
Okay.
It's like if you're holding it and you go back.
Wait, and just automatically, like it's
Yeah,
just a
just
thing
hold
that
it. Yeah,
happens.
yes. You'll either go back or you'll go forward. If you go forward, that's the one for
And
you.
you never consciously are moving yourself in one way or another.
But
It's
I think in reality, somewhere deep down inside, you know what you need, but you don't listen, right? And so it's like if this thing says to have more confidence, right? One of them is just like being more confident, more present. Then you're like, deep inside, if you just hear it, your body's gonna be like, yeah, you do, right? You need that.
Right.
So, so these are like little ways. There's also like muscle testing, whether you go weak or strong.
Right.
And that's one I've used for many years because we deep down inside know the things we need to do in order to reach our highest selves, but we're afraid of the steps or we're just
Out of touch. Or
out of
somehow
touch.
out of right.
Out of alignment. So these are the things like when it comes to fashion, I'm not like, oh, they kind of look like friendship bracelets at a distance, which is not part of my color palette, but it doesn't matter.
Well, they are mostly, a couple of them are not, but they're mostly in your palette.
Ish.
They're-
Some of these, and then
they work.
the blue and the pink, but these are definitely in my color palette because it matches my watch.
Totally.
And the watch too, I never wear watches. I also wear it on the other hand because this is where these go. And this is a functional watch. Like it measures my sleep, it measures my workouts, it can go underwater.
It looks great.
Does everything, and it doesn't look like a fitness watch.
No,
it
not
looks
at
like
all.
a watch that I could just wear out on a nice night.
No,
right?
no, it looks like
So-
a. Oh, and it's the rubber. I didn't even realize the band is rubber. I thought that it was a leather band.
Yeah, so the band is rubber, but you could get multiple different bands for these. You could get a leather band.
Who makes this watch? I love this watch.
Withings, I love it. It's Withings, which is it was Nokia, but then I have my app that shows me how much I'm sleeping, my heart rate, like all this stuff. And I have this data for 2.5 years. So if anybody's like, "What's going on with you?" I'd be like, "Here's the data for 2.5 years."
Holy
I love that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Oh my God, I love that. No, and you're right. It doesn't look like a fitness watch.
Yeah.
It totally doesn't look fitness.
And that's what I like. It's like,
Yeah.
to be like, when I'm working out, it's like that guy can go anywhere right now. and
Right.
maybe,
Yeah. No, you're selling it. It's
Yeah.
amazing. I love it. Okay, guys, we're gonna go into Johnny's room and into Johnny's closet. Here we go.
All right.
We're gonna
let's
go
do
check it all out.
You guys
I'm
get to
just
see my
dying to
cool
go.
room. You
I know,
always get
take
to
a
see
look.
my
I
room.
love this. Wait, take a look. But guys, this is so great. We get to go down into the layer. So take a look. So wait, so I was admiring Johnny's gorgeous desk and setup, which it sounds like those of you who are part of his stream, you all know and all see. So wait, take a look. We got this stream here. Let's go. You come hang in the chat soon. Oh, hi. I have no idea you're Lord Zash and Zuko. I am Rainy. Hi. Hey. Okay. So
we have to come down because I
Oh my
So
God.
now
I didn't
this is-
realize.
this is
Oh,
it.
good. This is where we are now. Good.
Yeah.
Hi, guys. Excellent.
Yeah.
You cleanse them. Jen has a frog. Oh, he has a frog onesie. You have a frog onesie that I don't know
I
about.
made 'em. It's right here for when they call.
You
upon it.
hid shit up in the top?
Oh yeah, these are some of my stuff.
Johnny,
for
you didn't
winter.
tell me that you hid stuff on the top. Oh my God.
Yeah, this is a whole thing of like jackets of I have. Like these are like I
I
don't.
was wondering where half of your stuff was when you gave me the first look around. Oh my God.
This is
hysterical.
mostly for like deep winter, deep wild time if I need it.
Okay.
See that flannel in there? Leah loves flannels, and she's like, "Please wear a flannel for me." And it's just too hard to get to. I'll never get it.
It's not gonna happen. It's not, okay. But so wait, so this is a seasonal swap out? This is a like your lightest shit goes up there.
So
in the
I
summer?
think this is probably something that is more so that stuff I probably am holding on to that I should probably get rid of, which is hard for me. Right? I think at heart I'm a hoarder, which I've slowly evolved to let go of things for
I have to tell you, my experience of coming into your house and coming into your room and looking in your closet is you look like the opposite of a hoarder. So the fact that you
Refined.
identify,
Yeah.
so you're a recovered hoarder.
recover. So
We're
you know
recovering part.
that if I let this go, I'm not going to need it for an audition ever. You know, even if I do, I'll find something else.
Wow.
So or whatever it is like I hold on to things for sentimentality or
Me
like.
too.
you
I'm
know,
terrible that way.
yes.
I'm unbelievable that way.
So, but what helped me was Mary Kondo being like, "Thank you, I love you, thank you for the experience," and then serenity. That's been a big help for.
So
for
it was
me.
Marie Kondo that changed
I
you
think
over.
I think it helped me get rid of more stuff that I've been holding on to because it gave a process of surrendering. It gave a process, right? There was no
Yeah.
process before. It's like, I feel bad, goodbye. Yeah, but once you say, hey, thank you, I love
Thank you. I love you. It's
Goodbye.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Goodbye. Then it was easier to
it was
back up.
way easier to say, oh, even with my car too. I remember when I was like had the choice to like fix it or let it go. I remember just being like, okay, this is just time for me to let you go. Thank you, I love you. And
I love this.
Yeah.
So wait, so if I came into your room and I looked in your closet 5 years ago, would it have looked very different than it looks right now? Would it have looked like
Oh
the
yes,
first thing? Would it have
stuffed
looked-
with stuff and like even right now, like because I had to change this up. The functionality just wasn't good. And over time, I realized that I'd come into my room and I would have
Yeah.
I would
I'm looking with the
I would come into my room and then basically throw something on. What if I had a thing there? I would throw it on there. Then there'd just be piles of clothes, especially if it was like a couch or something. And then I remember, get rid of the thing you put your clothes on, and then you have to have a moment where you're like, okay, I wore this shirt. Is it wearable again?
Right.
Yes, no. If yes, put away. If no, put in the hamper. So now, like, I don't have clothes anymore everywhere like I used to, right? So the process was, all you got to do, hey, did you soil this up pretty bad? Yes, no. Hang it up. Yes, put it in the hamper. So that was like a whole game changer in the way in which I took care of my clothes.
Dude.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, I'm super impressed. So let's take a look. Wait,
That could be wrong. I don't
I'm like,
know.
what's going on? Why is that? Okay, so it is there. I'm like, why is that? That's so strange.
Oh no! This is my camera.
That's your camera.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm looking. I'm saying, is that what our camera looks like?
No,
That's so
no,
funny.
no.
Oh my god. I was looking at it saying like, Gianna, pick this up.
Gianna's like this. I'm
Gianna's
like,
like,
I can't pick it up anymore.
Like the tops of my hair. I'm so confused. I'm like, why is that happening? This is so strange. Okay, so there we go. Sorry, G. I didn't know.
okay.
All right, so here we go.
Yeah.
We're in Johnny's very spare and beautifully and well done room with plant life everywhere, which I freaking love. So you
Gotta
got
have
like,
some life.
yeah, no,
This
you
is
got, like,
this
life.
is absolutely new for me in the past. Well, this one was the first plant I ever had, and I felt so good about it. I was
Love
like,
it.
I got to get other
What kind
plants.
of plant is that?
A ZZ
A
plant.
ZZ plant.
Yeah, and then
Beautiful.
that one I was like, oh, the green. There's something like
Mhm.
I'm always like love money, so anything green always helps you remind it.
I love
So
this. Okay.
so then I was like, oh, my room needs a little bit more, green.
Yeah.
So I started adding the green. It really does bring life to the room.
Oh, totally. No, it brings air, it brings life. It's
Yeah.
beautiful. And I love it. Now, you told me that the desk, the chair, and the amazing arms, or who is the designer who does that?
Oh, not the desk, but the chair,
chair,
the arms, the mouse, beautiful is
Love it.
human scale, and
Okay.
they and I chose white because I wanted a lighter. I didn't want like a gaming room. I wanted like a room you can walk into to be like, this is for anything.
It's like
Because-
chic. It looks mid-century modern. Like
Yeah.
you got they've got like the sexiest looking gaming setup that
Yeah.
I've seen. It's like great looking. Yeah,
Yeah.
You and it's fair.
Yeah, and
It's-
I don't like dark colors in my room. I really like a light lit up
Yeah.
room, and sometimes the gaming stuff is like chromatic or not chromatic. What's the name of the multicolored, like
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking about, with
Yes.
the darks everywhere, like neon lightish.
No, you wanted
Not
something
my-
light and spare
Yeah.
and chic, and
Yeah.
it's chic. It's
Yeah.
beautiful. I
So-
love this.
Great.
I love this.
And then I had to get this closet
Okay.
because I had my VO closet. They've seen this
Oh wait,
before.
you guys have seen this? Maybe okay. So I love this. You guys, I've shown in Caro's closet, and I don't know. Did we show? Oh, did we see Anjali's? I don't think we saw Anjali's setup.
She has
we
a whole
saw-
setup.
Oh no, hers is like actually.
She has a studio,
She
yeah,
has, like, an
because of
actual
Rick,
studio.
yeah.
Right, exactly. But no, but we saw Chloe's setup.
Okay.
We saw Jeannie's setup. We're seeing yours, and we saw Caro's setup. Okay, so take a look. Johnny has a very nice setup, and this is because he's Marie Kondoed and he had room that he was able to do. this.
I
Take
took
a look at
my
this.
clothes out of here, and I was like, okay, well, we gotta do this.
This is a really good one.
And it also serves as my laundry room
Perfect.
when I'm not
Perfect.
using it. So
Yeah, so this is like a very good working situation. This is your screen.
yeah, this is my screen.
So
I was
you're-
gonna remove this thing, but then I was like, it's so old, I would have to replace it if I ever left. And I was like, I'll just work
That's
through
great.
it. But then I got my little iPad here.
Fantastic. And,
And
so
then-
this is where you're able to wait. Don't.
Oh
So
yeah,
this
yeah,
is
yeah.
where-
And then
so
they
this-
go bye. And then you close that. It's soundproofing. I soundproof the inside of these with these big old pieces of foam that were just taped on the inside. It's really great stuff.
And even Neumann.
Yes, this is recent because do you have one?
I've had a Neumann for years.
I was gonna get the U86, the U80, whatever.
Yeah.
Is that the one you have?
No, I have a TLM 49.
Okay, got it.
But-
Yeah, and it makes a difference. It makes a
Johnny
difference.
has a very fancy microphone, honey. And Neumann is like a very fancy mic. So you recently got it because you said, "Oh my God, it'll make a
Yeah,
difference."
I was using the Shure SM7,
Which is
which
good.
I
Which is good.
it's good, but a friend of mine was listening to Leah record something, and the gain doesn't go beyond a certain point, and he was like, "Those mics are known to be cloud lifters," and I was like, "What are you talking about?" And this is stuff you don't know with the technical stuff, and so I hit my agent. I was like, "Yo, can you hear me very well?" He's like, "Anytime you send me something, I have to boost the gain." I was like, Why didn't you tell me?"
Right.
I lost
Right.
my mind. And I was like,
Right.
but then you get this, you can hear like tones that you couldn't hear before. So I was like, what am I doing? But I was still able to book, so we'll see what happens.
Everybody's able to work with the less expensive mics.
Yeah,
This is,
true. You don't need it.
You don't have to have it, but at a certain level, it's good to have it. The reason I have that fancy pants mic is because when I had to get a home situation was when Mickey was born. So it's just over 13 years ago.
Wow.
There were no like great home situations.
Wow.
So right, like there were no great home.
You were ahead of the game.
I know. So I had to get one then. And that's why I had forever. It's like the greatest. I know. And it works as well today. It's beautiful. I love it for the mic.
Yeah, and I've recorded from here, you know, things that I probably couldn't have if pre-pandemic.
Right.
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 Yeah,
No,
right.
this is you got a beautiful situation here. And you can fit in here. And you like the whole thing is set up so that
Soon I won't be able to though, you know what I mean?
Okay, so
Okay.
close the studio.
Yeah,
Close the beautiful studio. Johnny's
It is-
mini perfect studio. That mind you had soundproofing on the inside of the door as
Yeah.
well.
Because you
Then-
can hear the difference. It was like you could hear an echo, and I was like, I took the doors off and
Oh
put
my
it
god.
put it down. Yeah. Yeah.
So good. Oh my god,
I
I love
have a lot of time.
this. You make a lot of time.
I make a lot of
You
time. Yes, I have.
Okay.
So then I found this
check this
piece because it matched kind of like the vibe I wanted for my room. It was on Urban Outfitters.
This is an Urban Outfitters piece?
Yes.
It's chic as shit. It's beautiful. I
was
love
like,
the
"Are you
colors in the
kidding me?"
wood.
Yeah, it was. I was like, that's the thing I want.
I love it.
And then I was like, well, I have to take my closet outside of there because I have clothes. And so here we go.
Okay,
Yeah,
here we go.
Definitely.
I'm looking.
I love this tube so much.
I love this tube so much too.
Ready?
Yay! It's great.
Now I
Okay,
feel
this
bad
is where
about
you
myself.
No, Johnny's guys, mine is literally in like my messy pantry. You see the bananas hanging behind me in my pantry at home. And in the closet here, it's like I'm surrounded with all the clothes. Johnny has like a beautiful setup. It's not, it's gorgeous. Okay, but now take a look at this beautifully organized. This is
Right.
Johnny's primary working closet. Now,
Yeah.
the first thing that I need to note, I need to show, is take a look. Johnny has plastic hangers.
Yeah, I do.
So you've chosen, but I mean,
Well-
just as such, you're a perfectionist, but you want the plastic
I
hangers.
at some point was gonna get all like
Those
felt
felty ones.
hangers,
Right.
and I was like, you have so many plastic ones. Let's just relax, kid.
Yeah, you
just-
have space, so you actually can have them.
Yeah, I
Right.
was just like, let's just relax. Because here's
Okay.
one. Here's the felt. One of the felts.
One felt,
And, and,
right,
there was a part of me that was like, all of it has to be exactly.
right,
And then I was like, you can have something that's not. And maybe at some point I will, but
right.
right now I
right.
was like, we'll
Like,
do
it's okay.
plastic hangers. It's fine. I had so many, I didn't want to. Anyway, so this is where I'm at, and this is how I fold my jeans, so I can have my little sock bin.
Wait, I love the sock bin. The sock bin is amazing.
Yeah,
Okay,
and,
very cute.
And I lose a lot less socks nowadays,
I love.
so it's really great.
Well, that's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you have it contained. It's
and I
not
used
lost
to
in a
really
drawer.
be into like wild socks. I used to love. During my time on Facebook, there was like a moment where I was just getting only like weird fun socks. But
Very
then
cute.
I kind of
Okay.
switched to more this.
Okay. Now we're in like sports socks and athletic socks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. But these are all around socks
Beautiful.
and comfort, right? The comfort thing too.
Comfortable.
Some of these are too tight to put on. Like I
Ooh.
struggle to put them on my foot.
Not good. Okay.
Yeah. And so my jeans are a big piece of what I love is a good pair of pants that fit well and have a nice wash.
I love that.
Right.
Well, I love it. You've got multi-washes.
Multi-washes,
You went the gamut, but you see it's all jeans. They're all
So-
organized.
I'll pull out some of my
Okay.
my jeans that I'm like.
Okay.
These ones like they
I like
all these
I have to
fit
tell
in a
you, you're
certain
like
way.
the most thorough style stream person so far. I'm so appreciative. I can't even tell you. Like you're really good.
Oh, just
I love it. I love it.
So there's different like types of jeans washes that I like, right? And this one's an old one that I kind of put away for a while, then I took back out, and it just fits really nicely.
Yeah.
It's got a really nice wash to it. And this is like my favorite kind of wash. Is a dark with a light in the
I love
middle
it.
here.
Yeah. It's a distressed. You like
It's a little
you like
distressed. It's got buttons on it,
right.
which I like. There's something just but the way they
Okay.
fit is really nice and tapered at the bottom, and the way they're kind of loose but kind of tight. And I like these a lot. You know.
You like a narrow, you like a taper, you
Yeah.
like it that it ends at the ankle. You don't like, I mean, I just would have seen you wearing
Right.
your pants. Your pants tend to be,
Tapered, yeah.
you
Yeah.
like, that's your cut.
That is my cut.
Right.
And then we have some. This is wild. But these days,
Oh.
I'll wear a really distressed pants. Right?
Whoa.
And these are some of my also
No, wait,
favorites.
did you buy these distressed like this?
They
Or-
were distressed like this
You bought
from
them distressed.
American C or
Okay.
or something like that.
Okay.
But an expensive pair of distressed pants. Like really, like why? But I really like it. And it fits really nicely, and I like to wear it with like a clean white shirt and really nice white shoes.
Excellent. Do you
Yeah.
still press everything? Or not really?
No,
Well, you don't need to with things like this.
I don't
Like,
need
you
to
know,
press
you-
a lot of stuff anymore. I don't have to iron stuff because I take it right out of the dryer immediately. That's another thing I do is like if it's been in the dryer too long, I run it again because I don't want to iron shirts.
Nice.
So
See, good trick, everybody.
Yeah.
If you leave it in the dryer, then you get that.
the wrinkles. Once it's like dried, it's got a thing. And if you put it and hang it up right away, it's a nice like
no creases.
No creases.
Crease free.
And so these are a really nice pair of like dark distressed, right? They're a different vibe.
Beautiful.
So these I wouldn't wear like. I like to wear whites with this, you know,
right?
Because
you can't
wear like another blue shirt on top of that.
No,
what are you doing?
A little monochromatic.
So I always like a contrast, right? So it'll be. I can only wear these with like. I don't even know if I'm wearing these, but I could probably do it with mostly those. Yeah, exactly.
Great with that.
And you know some of my workout stuff that I have. So I it's always a contrast from top to bottom.
All right.
And then these are a really nice little. I had these hemmed. Because I was looking for a pair of like light, like stone wash.
I love these.
And I got them at like a bird. No,
well, they're AG. They're great.
Yeah, exactly. And but they were too long, right? And so they hemmed them there. I was like, you need to hem these to this point. Got it all measured out. And
guys, if you've been a party to any of the styling streams where we shop with people and we put them together and we do this, you know how important it is to have a good tailor. You have to be able to go to your tailor and have them hem stuff or take things in or narrow stuff out because then it fits you like it's yours. Then it's like a glove. Then it looks like you didn't even buy it off the rack. It's amazing. So good trick.
Yes,
you need
exactly.
to do this.
Yeah, and I put it exactly where I wanted. It fits great. And this is where I wear like, you know, a nice little rugged shirt with maybe a clean pant.
Texture.
Right? The texture. This is the one that guys like, where'd you get that? I've had this for maybe 5 years.
Love it.
Zara, which
Zara.
They have great. That's been a staple for me over the years with Zara.
Yep.
Because they always have like a fun Euro vibe, but it's been quality enough to stay.
They'll do versions of very expensive things for fast fashion prices. They're amazing. Sweet. I was talking about tailors. Will you show the shirt? So you guys, you know how we go into different people's closets and we see they have things that they like, that they have multiples of because they know that that's a thing that works for them. Not only does Jonny have that, he has a tailoring trick that he does to go with it that like made my heart sink. It made me go like, oh, so perfect. Wait, check this out. Okay. This is so good.
Here we go. Here's the
straight man with style. Jonny, I'm very proud of you. I love that you do this. Oh,
okay,
God.
so I have, they talk about
look at
shirts.
Check this out.
The same.
Wait.
Okay, so these are all Zara that came at some point when I was a little smaller, so these are smalls, but I'm technically probably a medium and I probably should switch, but I never will.
So it's a button down Nehru collar, totally round, super cute, short sleeve, got a little bit of a wedge. Great shirt. Right. Terrific. But
when I put it on, the buttons, they like pull. So you could like see the inside. And if you've ever seen it, it's like just something like too big for a shirt.
Shirts like that where like, or even if it's not, if it fits you, but then like as you move, you see them open up, you see them pull apart. And it's like not nice. And so what a lot of women end up doing for that is you have like tape that you put on in the spots where it opens up. But that could be really annoying. Jonny figured out the best solution. I'm dying from this.
So I went to the tailor and I was like, look, this is what happens. Here's what I want you to do.
Check this out.
I want you to put a zipper on the inside.
Dude.
So it doesn't ever do that anymore. So you put the zipper and you zip it up on the inside. It goes only up to here because I didn't want it to go like that high. And then you button it up. And then no one's the wiser. There you go.
Jonny, did you invent this idea?
No, of course not.
Who do you know who did this?
There's some designer. It was like I think fitness stuff. I saw something somewhere, and they just had a zip up shirt, right, with a flap over it. But I was like, I wonder if I could do that with just the buttons there. Right?
Have your tailor ever done this before on a shirt?
No. She'd be like, "This is a great idea."
That's why I'm asking you. I don't know anyone who does that.
Wow.
So I'm wondering, it's partly the fact that you have the sewing acumen that you do.
Right.
And so you have the ideas of like, I know how ways to customize. That was a fucking brilliant idea
and
that you did that.
It saved all these shirts. I have 4 of them.
Look at this.
Here's another one. This one's
Guys, it's like adorable. It fits him. It doesn't fall open and it fits him perfectly. And he found a shirt that works for him, that he took to the tailor, that he found a trick to make them perfect.
Yeah.
And they look wait, we gotta see. What are they saying?
Oh damn, a straight man with style. There goes my shred of a chance.
Seriously, right? I mean, look at this. Look, he's got the zipper sewn in.
The blue, right?
This was genius.
And I love this. And I have a white one too. And then I have a black one as well that had got a hole in it like 2 weeks ago. And then I immediately sewed the black hole.
I love it.
So I have 4 of these style shirts. And then I have these all say like soft shirts that they're all the exact same thing. Same with the same logo.
It's the same shirt.
Same different colors.
It is.
The same
He found
vibe.
his t-shirt. He found his t-shirt. That's
Right?
the thing.
There it is. And that one. And these are all old and they're kind of like
But they're great to stress. They're great on the little beat.
a really nice soft
All
feel.
the All Saints shirts.
It
It's
has a
delicious. They
soft
feel
feel.
delicious. They're like,
Yeah. So then I just mix and match these with the, the that would go, that and then that would go. I still don't like blues.
so like, when you see Jonny dressed, you think like, he's not a style guy, he's a jeans and t-shirt guy. He's not that. But meanwhile, it's always perfect because it's deliberate. Because Jonny goes to the tailor to make sure the jeans fit right. Because he has the zipper to make sure that the shirt fits right. Like it's not an accident that it all looks exactly the way it looks. But it's all little tricks. And it's not that he had to spend $1 billion. He's getting well out of the shirts from Zara, but he knows to take it to the tailor and make it just right. This is so I love this.
I like, like this is a white shirt, but has like a ribbed like vibe. It has something to it. It's just not a white shirt, right? Yeah. And that's what I like about my shirts. There has to be something to it, not just a like so the good. Feel of that other white shirt is the same thing. Yeah. But then I found I got this shirt at John Barbados, and which I love, like his style, like a Henley, like a deep Henley, which you can wear it. And then I just got the same thing, like just keep getting the same stuff of what you like.
When you know it works, you just get more of it.
Right.
Exactly.
There
was a pair of distressed jeans that I want you to show before we close up this closet. There's a pair of jeans that you showed me.
Oh, yes, that's right.
So now, this is, I think I've talked to you guys about this too, about if you have a piece that you love, and you want to keep saving it, you can keep saving it. This is the other thing. Check this out.
Okay, so I've had these pair of pants for, I gotta guess 7 years now. And they were diesel. I used to love diesel jeans. I forgot to say diesel jeans for a while. I was like, those are the pants I want. $200 each. I think in my life I've had 3 pairs. And this is one of them that I absolutely love and I've had for a long time.
And they feel like pajamas, guys.
Yeah, they're really
soft.
soft. But it just started to get way too distressed there for these pair of pants because I like a little bit more togetherness when I wear these pants.
And they're so soft that you know that like if Jonny goes like with the knee, like the whole thing is gonna fly apart. Right.
So what I did is I took it to the tailor. I was like, you need to fix that. Right. So this is where it started. And this jean didn't have it. And so then I had the tailor make this, which is a cool still distress. She really did a great job.
Yeah, beautiful.
And made it by.
And I love it.
And so I haven't been wearing them too much because I want to get them fixed on this side, right? And then in the back, of course, busting out the seams.
Money's busting out of the pockets. Right.
And so I still always just want these
to
never go away. But I love the distress on them and everything.
Okay. This leads me to the question. This is a favorite question of mine. If the house is burning down, and like you gotta run the hell out of here, and you can only take 3 things with you, 3 items. What are the 3 items?
Like we're talking clothes, yeah?
Yeah. 3 clothes items. What are the 3 clothes items?
Oh my God.
Okay. You only get 3.
Oh, this is hard for me. Okay. You know what? I have to take this one because this has been a long time coming. Okay. I take this black Zara shirt.
This black Zara.
One, because it's just so functional.
Okay.
In every use, I can wear it. It looks nice, and it also looks down.
It's highbrow. It's lowbrow.
Yeah,
it's perfect.
You could do both.
Yeah. Love it.
You know what? Since sometimes I'm like, what do I have to do for this thing to keep it?
Well, it's not like you never can buy anything else ever again. But it's just the 3 things
these
you're like.
2 pants.
That's it.
These 2 bad boys that I would keep, and in reality, because they're so distressed, I want something for anything, and
so
these would be for anything.
Okay.
Which would hurt my heart, and I'd have to say I love you, baby, goodbye.
Right.
But because it's so distressed, I couldn't have it
Right.
forever.
You know, you got limited lifespan on them.
Yeah,
Right.
and then
Okay.
you know what? Maybe
And this could include a shoe.
and then a
shoe
white
if you want.
shirt. And then I love this white shirt.
Okay.
A pair of shoes.
I said it could include a shoe if you want. I'm just saying it doesn't have to be limited to this closet. If it's 3 items, it could be anything.
You know,
It could be
pair
a
of
coat, it could
shoes.
be a hat.
I
it could be
think it'd be these shoes.
Okay, we're gonna see. Oh my god, this is so fun. We don't have to we'll be right back. Guys, how fun is this style stream? Oh my god, I've been so excited
It
to
would
see
be
Johnny.
these
because he
magazines.
loves this. Please show me. Okay,
Okay.
wait, guys, wait. I'm so sorry. Johnny keeps shoe trees. He keeps his shoes.
Yeah.
He keeps his shoes in shoe trees. I'm
Yeah.
dropping dead. I love this.
Well,
Okay,
these are
wait, show them.
in particular, it need the shoe tree to keep the shape. You know, you
Right.
don't want it to like lose over time. These were a purchase I bought also.
Wait,
I mean,
what?
talk about like me just buying the same shit. These
Wait,
were
I
the
love
first
this.
ones I bought, of the
Okay.
Magnetis.
I love
they're
this.
Italian leather shoes, which I was like, I saw them online. I was like, I need to buy them. I'll find them for the right price. And then I got the right price, and then I found these for the right price.
Oh my god.
But these are also like shoes that I take care of, and I clean, and I put I shine them and make sure they're like clean, but they have a little distress to them. But I love them. I've been all over.
Well, they're
the place with
beautiful. Yeah. No, they're gorgeous. They're perfect because they're like sneakery, shoey,
but
leather,
also
perfect.
high
Yeah.
end, right?
Yeah, no,
That-
they're
that-
fancy.
you look at them, and you're like, what are those?
They're good. Yeah.
I've never seen those. Not every, and that was the thing too. Is like, I always wanted something that everybody had, or had something that had a flair outside of
Right.
like the norm. I don't know anybody who has these shoes.
No,
They-
they're not like kid shoes. They're amazing.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but they're
Fun.
sneakers, so they're also very functional. Right. Right. So
Right.
probably the talk about functionality, like for working out. When I was working out, we also do that.
Oh no,
I
these are
found these-
adorable. Who are these?
These are noble, and Facebook always just shows me the stuff I want, and that's why you can always have my information, Facebook, because you know what I want. But they would show me these, and I remember finding these and being like, "Oh,
They're
those
adorable.
are so clean."
They're
And they,
light.
and they now have but they're for training, hit or anything or working out. They're flat. The functionality is really good. And then I just saw another pair that they just did black leather with a brown gum.
Oh, adorable.
Oh, and I was just like, I need those. But why? I work out here now.
Right, but you had to have them.
But
Yeah,
yeah.
of course.
And I just recently changed the laces on these to kind of match it up. So
Oh, I
these are
love
like
it with the black.
new laces. Yeah.
Yeah, they're great. The black.
And these have gotten me so many compliments in the gym. If you look at the compliments,
Are those the boots that you were saying at the gym they were asking about?
these are the shoes. Yeah.
Okay.
Because once they're strapped up, they can you can have it like flare out like that, or
Okay.
you can have it like real nice and tight.
So
I like it nice and tight because I don't want my
because of course you
flying
like
out of there. But these are the boots also. Shoes.
Ooh.
I got these in where was I? Vancouver.
Yeah.
And I was looking for a nice black boot that I would have forever as my baby.
Yeah.
And these are them. I saw them and I kept walking by the store, and there they were. I was like, those are them. But they were $800. And I was like, I'm not ready to do that yet.
Well.
And then by the end of my trip, I was like,
I'm
I'm
ready
here.
now.
I'm here. I'll do it. I'm gonna leave. And I've had
Now
them
I'm ready.
for 2 years, but I wear them like sparingly. I keep them very like nice and but they have a rugged look, but that look is like intentional.
They're
So
perfect.
yeah, and
No, they're great. They're gorgeous.
so having a good black boot, having a good brown boot. I also got a fun like brown boot out there because I also wanted a brown boot, so like a rugged brown.
Oh,
boot.
it's a cute. It's
Both
a nice
of them-
distress one.
Both of them from Vancouver. Yeah, but these are just
Really?
Aldo, which was a great for
They're
me
great.
growing up. A nice price,
Right price, good look.
right
Yeah.
price, good look.
Right, yeah, totally. Rob would love all of your boots. Your boots are totally
Oh, next.
Rob boots.
I
They're
like
amazing.
that.
Yeah, they're great.
And then, I have like also these. These are common projects, which are just a simple shoe, but you'd be like, you wouldn't take another look at it.
No, they're perfect.
But they're just there's something so
they're sleek.
sleek, and there's some kind of class to them that I really like. And I also have these in gray, so once I find something, I find it in another color.
Multiple. So that's the thing. If you find the t-shirt, if you find the jeans, if you find the shoe, you've multiples is the
Yeah.
answer.
And then
That's
look,
what
you
we
see
do.
my two belts
That's
here.
Awful. Wait, does Johnny wear shoes in the house? He wears sneakers. Not sneakers. He wears slippers.
These are my slippers.
He's got all the Asians are like, oh my god. The firefighters and more people in the house. Fire ranger. We will definitely let them know for sure.
Yeah. So we don't allow shoes in the house. You guys are fine.
You let me. It was so
Victor's
nice.
coming to.
Thank you.
But for working out, I don't go out. So I wash my shoes and I use them in the gym. And I got my little I was always
Right,
having a
belts?
problem. Where do I put my belts?
Now.
And I only have two belts. I used to have so many different ones, but now it's just like these are the two I wear. Grays for like anytime I wear white and a jean, and then black for when I wear my black jeans. I have my two black jeans, which have been with me for so long.
I love this edited
One's
wardrobe.
7 and one's page because of the softness of the jeans.
Yeah.
So I really, really do like that. But then we were keep going here.
Okay.
So
Loving
this one is bursting out.
Okay.
And
Good.
This
Okay.
is how
Love
I
it.
fold it.
It's what's a bit
so-
rolling. This is very Marie Kondo.
Yeah,
So you
it
roll.
was. And
Yeah.
so Leah's taking the bottom one. So now I'm like
Okay, guys.
bursting out of the seams. But there's quite like the, I like a high-end pant. These are Lululemon.
Oh, I love these. These are nice.
Yeah, so I just got
are
these. But then it's like I had the tops that were dark, right?
Yeah.
I had a bunch of dark tops. So then I got a bunch of light tops. But when I'm wearing light tops with I didn't like the sameness, right? So
Right.
I wouldn't wear this with this because it's
Right.
too together. So then I put it with this. I finally got a pair that's like that.
It goes
that-
with the dark
yeah,
tops.
It goes to the dark
You
top.
are
Right.
hysterical.
Uh,
I love this.
And so this is also my little underwear
I love
drawer
this
if you
drawer
want to
so
get
much.
in close.
Oh, he's got an underpants.
And they're all me undies. And I finally
you love
found
MeUndies.
me undies are really great. They feel really great. Igor had them, and I was like, "Hey, man, those look great." He always
That's-
runs around in his little blue shirt.
Armchair expert. What's his name? That he always talks about MeUndies.
Who
What's
does?
his name? Oh my God, the actor. Guys, help me. I'm like being so.
An
What's his name?
actor?
Yeah, he's got a podcast.
Scissors?
No.
That's where I learned about
That's it. Oh my God, guys, armchair expert. I'm completely forgetting. I'm so embarrassed. I'm completely forgetting his name.
Armchair?
Yeah, he's great. He's
Maybe
wonderful.
okay.
He's an actor. Who is it, guys? Do you remember who it is? Oh my God.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
body, you guys, mother. Guys, do we know who it is? This armchair expert? Not Logan Paul. It's not Logan Paul.
It's an actor.
Yeah, an actor.
I don't know.
He was in Idiocracy. He was like
Luke Wilson?
No, and he's married to an actress. I'm like,
Oh my God.
How embarrassing is this? I'm completely forgetting his name, and I'm a fan of his podcast. It's so embarrassing.
It's fine.
Oh my God.
We're deep in
Whatever.
the fashion.
He's a MeUndies person.
Okay,
Anyway,
yeah, and I like it,
whatever.
but
MeUndies.
that took a while for me to finally get on the train of having one, and they send it every month, the functionality, and so I built my underwear over time, which was nice, and also the socks. And
Excellent.
also having the same brand with socks, I started want because uniform.
Yes,
Right.
uniform.
It made it
Uniform.
easier.
It does make it easier.
And to put them together, it made it way easier.
Totally. Totally.
And then so I recently was looking online for like a really gray, like interesting pair of workout pants
I love
because I wanted
They're
a
soft.
heather gray, not a dark gray. And a lot of places had dark
Dark,
gray.
but not Heather.
Yeah,
right.
but Facebook showed me this. And
Is
I
there
was looking at
Facebook?
no, well, I mean,
What is
it
it?
showed me it. It's Jim King, which
Okay.
is
I've never heard of
the-
drinking.
yeah, they're in which I like to take a risk on clothes.
I've
It
never
was
heard of
in the UK. They're from the UK.
They're adorable.
And they shipped them from the UK, and then like they're super tight at the bottom to get into it, but they have such a
They're
nice
shape.
feel. But then up top, it's loose, and I really enjoyed this. At first, I was like, "This is way too tight," but then I'm like, "These are perfect."
They're
So
adorable.
they're for working out. These also as I go out, I'll look
They're adorable.
fresh.
I love
And
this.
then
Zach Shepard, thank you, doll 7-Eleven.
Jax
Jack Shepard. Jesus Christ, that is
Yeah.
so embarrassing. I totally couldn't remember his name.
Yeah.
Thank you, doll. Thank you, doll. I couldn't remember.
Yeah, so
I love this.
then I have plenty of black to go with the grays, and I love these because these I found these were at super expensive, but check the feel. These are one of my favorite workout
Oh my
pants.
God. Oh,
Yeah.
these are pajamas.
Yeah,
These are pajama workout bands. These are like, these are fabulous.
I love them. I love them. And
I
they
love
had the heather gray in these for a while, and then I just slept on it, and I wasn't able to get them. And I'm sad when you just watch a piece for too long, and they
Yes.
go away.
Yes.
No, I'll never get them. But I love these so much, and they were wildly expensive. I found them at Equinox when I was working at Equinox, and I was like, "That's way too much to pay for this." And I just-
but you
yeah,
just.
but I
you
did.
have to.
I love them.
Yeah.
They're great, right? I could take them out and feel like I'm money. I'm a money
They're
game.
money. They're money.
Yeah.
They're money.
And then of course wearing these to sleep, right? These are only for sleeping.
And
And they also
galore.
go traveling.
Galore.
Galore. This was
Yeah.
a gift from
More
Charlotte.
pajama.
Charlotte
Oh,
Chunk.
Charlotte.
That and the top. And she was like, "For when you travel," and I do it all the time.
And she of her. That was very nice of her.
Yeah, and I
Oh
wear
my
all.
God, so nice.
She's
yeah.
so fashionable.
Oh,
She knows my fashion. She knows what I like. She knows what I like.
She knew you like her.
Yeah.
She knew.
Uh,
Those are adorable.
Yeah. So
Those
then,
are great.
yeah, just all my
Armchair,
different
not
workout.
amateur, sorry, Armchair Expert is Dak Shepard's podcast, and it's terrific. It's
Uh,
very, very good.
So yeah, these are this. But then
I love
so
this.
so here's where also
Wait, I
Uh,
love that, Johnny.
my-
You are so thorough. I can't even
my
say
jackets,
it.
right?
Okay, we got the jackets
This
now.
is a big thing, which I love a good jacket. Right?
Yeah.
And I didn't know if I was a leather boy.
Yeah.
But then I went to somebody put that sticker on there. I went to All Saints, the outlet. Which I didn't think I was
Where's
much
the
of,
All
like-
Saints outlet?
It's by Cabazon, you know that?
No.
Towards Palm Springs.
Oh
Huge
yes,
outlet.
yes,
Yeah.
I do know about this.
Yeah.
A friend was supposed to take me to this.
It was great.
yeah,
it was
I
fun.
heard it's fantastic.
And great
Yeah,
prices. This was so cheap for
That's
a
great.
leather jacket. Like, and I was like, am I a rocker? Do I still wear this?
Yes,
Is this
you
something-
definitely still wear
Yeah,
this.
and I love it, right?
Yeah, I
It's
see
just
you wear
like,
this. I love this.
it was fun. And I was
It
like,
feels like it.
absolutely. So this would
Yeah.
like, the basics really add something, right? With some really nice boots
100%.
and shoes.
100%.
And then I have a denim, like the feel. This is like an armor jacket.
Oh, it's so thick.
Yeah,
it's so
but-
heavy.
So what happens with these denim jackets is that it's a pricey jacket, but then it forms
It's
to you.
waxy, so then you get the
This
nice,
is my form, right? It forms to you over
Nice
time,
lines.
and it gives a nice you distressed look. And
Yeah.
so over time, it's gotten less and less like it's almost comes like it's ironed. And you're like, ugh. So to move in it, it becomes a journey.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And so I
There's
do like that.
history in that jacket.
Right. And then so I have my little denim jackets, right,
Love.
for like a distressed, easy look,
Love.
right?
Adorable.
And I have it, of course, in a different color. I have all the different
All the
denim,
blues. I love this.
and sometimes I have these sweaters here. I have these sweaters here to go under and to mix and match, so I get a hooded sweater by
Oh, okay. So then you can layer,
layers.
like
Yeah, and then
layering the hoodie under
this is
the
one of my
jacket
favorite
with
hoodies
the-
because it has such a different look to it. I found a couple
Oh,
of
it's
these.
a nice shape. I love the
Yeah,
shape
look
on
at the
this.
shape of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at the slit.
Right.
It's a nice. I
It was
love the
and
shape.
I like these
Great.
things. I had another one too that I just can't find some of these types of sweaters. It's just like a little.
I love this piece. I would wear this piece. I love this piece.
It's such a
I love
fun
this
piece.
Yes, I
Uh,
love this piece. I love it.
Yeah,
Okay.
but these stuff like this that have a little unique accent to it, something
Right.
something
Because you
fun.
like it, basically, you like to flare. You like to
Yeah.
have that. Right. It's adorable.
Right. So, and then of course I have, and everything has to
love
coincide.
this.
Even with my mask, if I'm wearing blue, my mask has to be blue.
You want it to match.
Yeah, I want it to be. If you can't run out with a blue mask and you're wearing black, I'd be like, what are you doing?
It's too much.
Some people do that.
Yeah.
And then of
Right.
course I have another denim jacket
You know
that's
this, Jen. I've seen you wear this denim
which
jacket
is
too.
so nice.
Adorable.
All things, right?
Love. Love.
I remember. So also with my jackets, they have to also match with what I'm wearing. I can't just have everything. And I have like another like just regular with like a raw
Nice
hide.
match.
Yeah, this is like a bigger,
Got a nice
but-
texture.
very
I
fun.
love that.
And then
Sheetsy, I am so appreciative of how detailed you are. You are so good.
right, I want
You
to
are
see
so good. What else is there?
So this is like a nice like
This is a lovely.
jacket, right?
Yeah.
So this I was at a wedding and I don't really have a suit. I was showing her my bottoms. of
I
my
was
suit.
asking about this because, guys, I figure when we're done going through the tour of Johnny's closet, which he has been the most generous and thorough tour giver of anyone ever doing this. It's so good. You're like the best. You've been the greatest. Like,
Oh, thank you.
But generally, we play closet games
Right.
where I give you challenges at the end. So, but okay. So,
But this
so
is
I was
this is
asking
probably
about
my
suits.
work.
Right.
But
This is
basically,
great.
this jacket itself, I found it in the hotel lobby of wherever I was. There was a little like shop that was a custom
Oh.
person's like shop, and they had this jacket, which I didn't want. I didn't want a jacket with pads, right? It's like no like padding here, and I just wanted a clean like jacket that would go not only with something nice,
Right.
but goes like with a suit and tie. So
Johnny, it's totally what's nice is it's like an elevated twill. It's almost sweatshirt material,
It's
but it's like
almost like-
elevated.
yeah,
It's beautiful.
which is like
It's
I
perfect.
didn't expect it. So
Yeah.
I've worn this with you know, tie and thing. But maybe
I
I
love it.
I forgot what shoes I had that really the
You
shoes.
do it with your new
The
boots, with
shoes
your fancy
flare.
boots.
I actually wouldn't. So here's another thing.
Let's see. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I love this. Oh my God. He's going in. He's going in. What do we got? Let's see.
So these are pulse. Right.
Yeah. My sneakers are pulse. I love them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these are my first pair of pulse. Like these were like I just
They're
needed a
perfect.
really nice
They're gorgeous.
shoe,
Yeah.
right? And like
Wait, guys. Shoe trees. He's a shoe tree. This is how
I mean,
you take impeccable care of your stuff.
takes
John
out
takes beautiful care of his
the
stuff.
creases,
Yeah.
which doesn't look good.
Right. Right.
And yeah, they have these little feather, and you have to put wax on the bottom of them. I think you cut because like literally I'm like this. If I don't
love that
put
you
the
do
wax, it's and this was like a fine purchase.
Yeah. No,
Pretty
they're
expensive.
serious. No,
Yeah.
Paul Smiths are expensive.
Yeah.
That's
That's
serious.
Yeah, like the color that's at the back.
The stripes. Yeah.
But yeah, it has all the stuff in there for that. And these I've only gotten to wear like twice because I don't really do, but I have them for these types of events, right?
They're
These types.
beautiful. So
Yeah.
that's your dress shoe.
That's my dress. So you gotta have something
They're
for
gorgeous.
which I was gonna get a suit. I remember for something, and I wanted to go out and get a really nice high-end suit, but I was just like, I never really go to super high-end stuff, especially during COVID or even before
Right.
that. I had my suit, which I think that's why I tucked it away. I took the jacket probably up there. I kept the pants just in case.
Right. But you have to get the nice jacket.
Yeah.
Essentially. Right.
Yes.
Exactly.
So yeah, and then I have one really nice white shirt.
Let's see.
Where is it?
You know what, Johnny?
That is, of course, down Barbados. You feel
Oh,
this.
beautiful.
It's once again, you feel the
It's
feel
like
of it.
You what I like. So you're total texture whore, and
Yeah.
part of it is you like all that's like the most soft, most cozy. It's like you're a very LA dress. You're a very LA dresser, both highbrow and lowbrow. Like you're fancy and you're casual. It's very LA. It's all about texture. It's all about tactile. It's like this delicious cotton vest. Like everything that even the fancy stuff is very soft.
Yeah, exactly.
John.
And that's what I found. It's like looking for the perfect like white regular shirt, but that also has something to it, you know, and it fits really nicely. It's slim fit, so that's kind of like what I do. And of course, you guys forgot. This is actually one of my favorite ones with the zippers.
Oh,
it just
here
has
it is.
such a vibe
The
to it.
zipper. It is preppy. It's
so
very
preppy.
Tommy Hilfiger.
Yeah, exactly right.
Yay,
love
he's
it.
back to his roots.
It's right
It's
there.
very Tommy.
Yeah.
Does the outlet place in Vegas have a Paul Smith outlet?
Cabazon.
Cabazon.
They have like I think like a department store outlet that might
If
have
they don't, I will let you know. I mean, hopefully it'll all work out where you're in New York for this. But Paul Smith has sample sales periodically in New York. And so that's why I have the sneakers. That's Ness came with me to the Paul Smith sample sale. We weren't allowed to take video pictures.
That.
Rob's suits are all Paul Smith sample sale.
I would love to do that.
Oh yeah, I'll totally let you know. Yeah, because
Please.
you'll clean
My-
it. You'll
I-
wear 3 suits. It's like you want to.
I want it.
Yeah,
I need it.
Yeah, you'll freak out.
Yeah, so
And
the
they're
red
totally
carpet.
cut for you. Yeah, like it's the shoulder, it's the narrow, you're gonna love it. You're gonna. I know, it's so good. All right, do you want to play closet games?
Yeah, we can do
Are
it.
you down?
All right.
Okay, we'll do closet games. And, all right, gang. Wait, I like the Diamond 22 shirts. They're legendary.
Oh, yeah,
It's true.
Diamond, yeah.
They're back. You like shirts that feel like sandpaper. Nice, Jen. 22. That's so good. Okay, so those of you who played closet games before, we have to give Johnny a few challenges, and we're going to give you like 5 minutes to get dressed.
Okay.
With a challenge.
Okay.
With a thing. Now the issue is we have now seen everything that you have.
Of course, pretty
So,
much.
I know. So I don't know if this means that you're going to have to run into roommates' rooms to grab stuff.
Okay.
I don't know if that's something that you do. Is that something that is done in your house or not done in your house?
Well,
What
guess
would you do if you had 5 minutes and you had to get ready? You know what?
figure
you
out.
would- You would figure it out.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
would do.
okay.
You'd hear. Okay. So guys, I'm gonna come up with 2, but I want everybody in the chat to come up with suggestions of ones, and we'll pick one from the chat for one of the challenges. So, okay. First challenge.
Mhm, mhm.
Jonny Cruz. Are you ready for your first challenge?
Yeah.
Okay, ready? Okay. You have 5 minutes to come out dressed in Lucio's favorite outfit from your closet. Go. 5 minutes. 5 minutes dressed in whatever Lucio would wear out of your closet. Okay. Whatever Lucio would wear. Okay. Done. Dress. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, I like that one. Fire Ranger, totally good. See if you think of anything else. Oh, nice, Fire Ranger. That's good too. Oh, I like that question. Oh, Nico, good one. So fun, right? Jonny is such a generous host for doing a closet stream. He's so good. I love this. He's got it. He can do it. But you see, guys, even when things look super simple, it's never that simple. Look at how much thought is put into the wardrobe. Like a jeans and t-shirt wardrobe in neutrals is so deliberate, and it's why he looks so good all the time. Like he looks great all the time because he really thinks about it and keeps it tight at it and takes impeccable care of his stuff, goes to the tailor, has tricks of not getting wrinkles. He's like on it. He's so good. Go to the basement and find the keys to the cage, the mods cages. I'll do my best, Fire Ranger. I know I gotta get the keys. Whoa! Oh no, it's running up. No, don't watch. He still has a few minutes.
Oh my
Okay.
God,
Oh, he's running.
He's
running. No, we haven't seen it yet. Because, I'll find the door. I'm hunting for the door, guys. I'm hunting for the door. I'll do my best, I promise. Wait, I know he does. Of course he does. Yeah, it's brutal. But you know what? I bet it's a very comfortable basement. I'm sure that he keeps it, like all the bathrobes are very soft and have like some very nice fabric. He probably has lovely house shoes, right? I would imagine. Oh my God, you heard me. No! Careful. Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you so much, Overwatch Blue. I love hearing that. Before the entrance on the outside. If not, it's on the inside. Yeah, I know. He does need that. He's looking for it. 5-star hostage basement. It's not dirt. There are no dirt floors in this neighborhood. No way. Unless he like imported the dirt. But I doubt that. Thank you. I'm glad you like this. I love this jacket. I actually got this jacket at the Melrose Flea Market because, as you know, I'm like obsessed with flea markets. I'm like a flea market junkie. And Melrose Flea has all sorts of cool, like reworked items. So this was some vintage old Adidas jacket that somebody cut up and made into an almost bolero-y cut one. And I love it so much. It's so cute. It's adorable. Throws you crumbs. I'm sorry, Fire Ranger. I'm sorry. I know, I do, but maybe he will. Maybe he's finding it right now. That's possible. He literally transported Fire Ranger. I believe it. Thank you. I'm glad you like it.
All right, this is the best I can get with my colors.
You did very fast. Oh my God, you did great. Hold on a second. Wait, Jen, I'm gonna do the reveal. Hold on. We gotta get the reveal and go. Sarah, here we go. He did it. Jonny, I am so into this look. Look,
and of course,
what
he
did.
sport himself. You know, his own merch. He's wearing his own shoes, probably.
Yep.
No,
totally.
Functionality.
Oh my God.
Got some color.
Oh my God.
But he also sports Overwatch, but not too like yo in your face. So it's got that black matte.
Perfect. Oh my God. Look at how cute this is. I love your fanny pack. Yeah. The fanny pack is perfect. Oh my God. And he's like, I'm sure he's sorry that those don't fit you. These are so gorgeous.
Those are so great.
They're so good. Oh my God. They're so fabulous.
Them if they fit me. This is a piece that I would actually go out and be like,
oh my God, how could you not? They're fantastic.
Look at that, what she
did. Dude.
That's so
my
great.
God, they're so fabulous.
I wish you would.
I would wear those.
Yeah.
Oh my God. They're amazing. You got them in Malaysia, you said, right?
Yeah. Incredible artwork.
So good. Okay. Headphones are perfect.
Yeah.
Fanny pack to die. Colors insane. Well done. Very quickly. Okay. That was a really good one. Nicely done.
I appreciate it. I was worried. I was worried.
I'm sure, but you crushed it.
Yeah,
That's excellent.
okay.
Okay. Now, what's our next challenge? Guys, okay, guys in the chat, are you coming up with good challenges for the next one? Gianna, do you have any thoughts about challenges? I have ideas. Want to see if everybody says something? Well, okay, we could do that. You know what? I think, Donnie, we should do it like that because I feel, yeah. Yes, okay. That's done. Done, that's it. I'm gonna take
Got
it,
it?
guys. Yep, we got it. You ready?
Yeah.
Jonny Cruz. Are you ready for that challenge? No, you're ready. Okay, here we go. Okay. You have 5 minutes. You're crashing a wedding. Come, 5 minutes. You're crashing a wedding. See you in a minute. Okay. Crashing the wedding. Absolutely. I know. I would love to see. Everyone is telling me that you need to show me the frog costume, Johnny. We need the frog costume. So cute. Yeah, he's totally going for it. No, he's amazing. He's been so good. This is great. Guys, I've had so much fun in LA. You know, I'm going to be back in LA so soon, and it sounds like it's sooner than I even realized, and I'll be doing another long stint. So we have lots more people to hit in LA, not necessarily Overwatch fam, but just other gaming fam and fashion fam and other people. And hopefully next time I'm out here, there won't be as many COVID concerns, so we'll be able to all be safe and clean and clear. I was supposed to do some last week, but I had a COVID scare where I thought I was exposed and I had to have a whole range of testing. I'm fine, I'm good, all clean, all clear. But we're gonna have another one of these style streams with the handsomest man in voiceover other than Jonny Cruz, with the ever fabulous Paul Nakauchi, our Hanzo from Overwatch. We're going to his house next week to do a style stream with him. So I'm really excited. And then we'll be doing a bunch more in New York City and beyond, and then back out here. So we're just gonna keep the style streams going. We're gonna keep them happening. Yes, I know, right, Donnie? I got COVID too. It totally sucked. I agree. I got COVID in January. I was laid up for 3 weeks. It was horrible and terrible. I got it. I've been vaxxed. I'm all of the above. But now with this fabulous Delta breakthrough BS, I've been super vigilant and a lethal crazy. And then I thought that I got exposed to something. So thankfully, all clear, all good, all safe. Thankfully. So we didn't have that to worry about. You got it 3 times. Oh my gosh. Ah. You got it. Oh, that's so scary. I'm so glad that you didn't get it after the vaccine. So scary. Thank you. I am so glad too. I know. We do need a nano boost. We do. Thank you. Thank you, Overwatch Blue. I'm so glad too. Okay. Yeah, is that by Ranger? That's the next challenge. Oh my gosh. Square up. What is going on? Gianna, how has this been for you? Is this fun? Yeah, but you can talk. Gianna is working with us for the first time ever today and has been a superstar and has been so great. Thank you so much. I was like so worried. I was like, how are we going to do it without Ness and Callie? But you've been a star. So thank you. So glad. Wait, that's next, Overwatch Blue? Hopefully we'll see. Oh, you're getting the thank you. I'm so glad. Good. Yeah, are you ready? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Ender. That's terrible. You're crazy. Yes, crashing the wedding. Look at this. This is adorable. These shoes are beautiful. Which shoes are these?
Oh yeah, I forgot about these bad boys that I did actually wear to a wedding.
Oh, these are gorgeous.
Yeah, I wanted the
love
blue
the two-tone.
with the two-tone, yeah.
Johnny, you look sick. You look absolutely slick as shit. Wow, look how gorgeous you look.
Thank you.
Tara, what pants are these?
These are Zara, and I also got these tailored.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
okay, what did you have tailored on them?
I think they have because they were too long. Because I got 2 pairs of them for an audition that they wanted me to wear, like nicer pants.
Yeah,
I
okay.
was wearing jeans because it was like an office thing, and I didn't have that, so I went out and bought it. Made it perfect.
I made it perfect.
They didn't give me the roll though.
God damn, but meanwhile, this is about the
Yeah,
pants.
yeah.
Look how narrow they are. They're so cute.
Yeah.
They're like teddy boy pants.
Teddy boy, huh?
Yeah, they're like teddy boy Mick Jagger pants. They're adorable.
Yeah, I have fun with these, and they're not like super tight up top. They big booty.
No, but they give you good tush, and they give you, and I love the narrow ankle. They're adorable, and these shoes
Yeah,
are
I
badass.
got these online from God only knows where. I just remember being like, those will match what I want
Oh yeah,
with the two-tone, with the blue.
and I love with the shirt, and I love with the jacket, and the tie. It's adorable.
Yeah, this
I
is the nice
Oxford
shirt.
collar.
And if I got it for like this
Collar is so
yeah,
cute. It's adorable. I love this.
Yeah.
I love how you look for this wedding. Adorable. Okay. This is
but I
Johnny
did
Cruz
like
wedding.
something that's not traditional, but it had the gray and the blues were fun. So
What?
yeah.
No, it's not traditional, but frankly, the shoe is the thing that elevates the
Right,
whole
that
combo.
extra little pop
Yeah.
that makes it.
The shoe like makes you go like, oh, ooh.
Yeah, I was afraid I didn't
Yeah.
have these in the room, but I remember I put them and tucked them away. It just, yeah.
And you work fast.
I
You
work
dress
fast, and that's a big thing for me. Is like I can get ready in less than 10 minutes. So I could be in any way, shape, or form, from getting out of the shower to being ready and hair done, less than 10 minutes. Which most people, I made it a point to know exactly what it is that I'm gonna wear. My choices are like, once again,
right.
I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm
Narrow
gonna wear.
edit. Narrow
And
edit.
then so within 10 minutes, I could be out the door.
Dude,
Yeah,
looking amazing.
I love speed.
So good.
Yeah.
Get the perfect. Okay, we got a final challenge. I'm gonna see if anybody was jumping in the chat, what they were saying. What's going on? What are we saying? Oh, you're so funny. By Ranger is hilarious.
Byron
So-
is
yeah.
my mod of my
I
Discord.
know By Ranger wants me to take him out of the basement. He's asking me to get the keys to the basement. That was the other.
No,
Oh, I
no,
like that
you
one
shall
too.
never be let out.
Never. You're never gonna be let out. Never. Okay. I like that, Jazz. That's really good. What do? We have a second? Do we like Jazz's? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Very classy. I love that. Sheesh. Okay, I think that we should do that. But is that gonna be too close to the Lucio, or will it be different enough? What do we think? Okay, you know what? I like that one. Doll 7-Eleven, I'm going with that one. Okay. Jonny Cruz.
Yes.
Are you ready for the final of the closet challenges? Okay. I want you to come back out dressed as 13-year-old you after your shopping spree that everyone got you the clothes in Puerto Rico. 5 minutes. Go. 13-year-old you.
Okay.
Getting ready for high school.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Done. I know, right? I know there was fear in his eyes. It was so cute. It was very funny. He was adorable. So good. But he's doing so well at this. Guys, you'll go back and watch the other style streams. They're so fun. I don't think I ever would have been able to give as thorough a closet tour as Jonny just gave. He gave all the details. I freaking loved it. And part of the beauty is the tight edit. If you're able to get as tight an edit as he has and as clear a uniform as he has, that is the way to go. It's so smart. And then you always know what you like and what you need because you know what your look is and you know what goes together and you know what works together. It's so smart. It makes it very easy to pack. It makes it very easy to put it close together. So it's cool. It's very cool. And he knows what looks good on his body. He knows what his shapes are. It's very impressive. I love that. Yes. As you reflected back. Oh, I know. By Ranger next time. Don't be sad. Don't be sad. Next time. Well, it sounds like he can wear his prime outfit for you next time you're modding. He can he'll get himself together in that. But I like the 13-year-old because he has all of these little references back to his Tommy Hilfiger past. It's very cute. His Hilfiger youth. It's very sweet. Meanwhile, I am so inspired by the secret zippers in the shirts. I have not ever seen anyone do that. I've seen lots of little tricks to keep spots that open up on shirts that, ways to keep that together. But I don't know anyone who puts little mini secret zippers in those shirts to make them not fall open. So note to selves, I could probably think of a couple of shirts I could bring in to have that done to. It's so smart. Really good. Yes, he does. He would look good in it. He would look great in yellow. You're getting my gold gun. I love it. I'm so glad Overwatch blue. That's awesome. And purple and green. What's going on? Let me see more. Yes, he did. He did. He could use some pink. You know what? Some people really like doing no color. Some people are like into monochrome. You know, this for me is like a very sedate ensemble. I don't usually go quite this quiet, but he's a monochrome kind of guy. That's how he rolls. You gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta do what's comfortable. Meanwhile, his house is adorable. I love how he styles everything here. Very cute house. Ah, GC, I'm so glad we did this. Okay, let's see. So what, wait. He would look cute in purple and teal. He would. Your friend is into fashion. The minute she sticks to monochrome, right? Yeah, no, when you stick to a monochrome palette, it's like a very good shorthand way to like just sort of project chic. Be very chic in your monochromatic look. Like I bought a few monochromatic pieces recently that I was like, oh, it's easy. You wear that, the cream with the white, with the black accent. It's good. It's a good uniform way to go. Instead of like tri-leopards, like I typically will like how many patterns can I fit into one outfit? Look, I tend to go for, wait, so Igor and Charlie in on this. I know the guys aren't here. Igor's in the basement. I should have known. I know. You're ready? Okay, here he comes. Here he comes. And oh, you're cute. Oh, Johnny, it's cute. With
Tommy Hilfiger vibe.
Totally Tommy Hilfiger vibe. Wait, show the patches on the elbows. Oh my God, that's so cute.
It's the zip up, right? That's what
I
it is.
was talking about the zip ups.
And then these would have been probably baggier, but I own no baggier.
Zero baggies.
They would have been, yeah.
Hey,
It's Charlie.
hi, how are you, honey? Okay, Charlie's. We're doing
Charlie.
hi, honey. Nice to see you. Oh, good to see you.
But Charlie
Okay,
went
thank
through a
you.
phase when we met me, and I talked about style, where he went out and bought suits and wore suits, ascots, all the time.
I love that.
Yeah.
And it's a good little look.
Everywhere I go,
Everywhere.
I go to the grocery store.
I
All fitted
love
up.
that. A very dapper.
It was his avatar. It
So
was his avatar.
cute.
Yeah. He had so many
cute.
different suits. He had like 8 suits,
That's great.
which then
Does he have himself?
made me have 8 suits.
Of course. There you go. See that nice thing about roommates, this no roommates.
So the blue, I like the other blue pants that I had to go with this better, but in high school I would never probably have worn those nicer pants.
Right.
I was more of a
Right.
jean and like casual. I had some cool like baggy.
Terrific.
I had a really cool pair of sweat Tommy Hilfiger, like almost like paper, like you could almost like rip it. Pair of like they were wonderful. They were so.
So would 13-year-old you be like so happy with how you've grown up and that you like look good in our style?
Oh yeah.
Would
Yeah.
you be like 13-year-old you would be thrilled?
Yeah, I think it's so funny when I was a kid. I'd look at older men
Yeah.
and be like, "Oh, if he only had a pair of like elephant jeans, it'd be so cool, right?" I'd be like, I hope when I get older, I got me in style. And right now, I think I kind of am, but
You are?
some of the stuff that's starting to happen, you're just like, like it took me forever to wear a pair of skinny jeans. I was terrified.
Really?
Yeah, because I was always like elephant pants, like big,
And
baggy.
But then you did it and you were like, oh,
I
that
was like,
feels like me.
oh,
That's nice.
nice.
It's nice. It's nice. That's good. So cute.
yeah.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for
Thank
coming.
you for doing Style Stream. You are my favorite. This has been like my favorite.
Oh.
This has been awesome. Thank you. Thank you for going through all the detail. Thank you for showing all the tricks
Yeah.
and all the secrets.
Yeah.
Like for a deceptively simple wardrobe,
Yeah.
like not so simple, like deceptively simple.
Yeah.
You really go for it. I love it. You've got great style.
Thank
See,
you.
So tell Leah, because Leah was saying, oh, you're going to show you. Leah, there's lots of thought behind this.
She knows. She knows. Like, and I've also done a thing where I've gone out with women and I've picked clothes for women and I've helped women dress up and find their confidence within their own stuff. Because a lot of women won't wear certain things because they feel they don't look good. But it's like you just need to really like open up your world. What you think's gonna happen is not gonna happen, and then you're gonna open up into more of units. And so I enjoy taking people out and styling them. I used to do it for these guys when I was a dating coach for a while, and I would style men. That was what I did.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You are just an onion. I am just peeling layers off you. You're just an enigma.
I've
You've
lived
been a
so
dating
many
coach?
lives. I was
Of
a
course
dating
you've been a
coach.
freaking dating coach.
Well, it was a wild time. It was a wild time in my
course.
life. It was an opportunity that popped up to travel around the world. I was like, absolutely, but a lot of things were, what do you, how you present yourself is like first impressions. Keep your nails clean, do your hair, you brush your teeth, like all these little things that give you any edge up. Have a nice, clean, non-smelly shirt. The way you smell, all these things were like foreign to so many people. And I was like, no, let's start with some basics. Taking care of yourself. Because you take care of yourself, people notice that.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. And then
Yes.
yeah.
I love him so much. Oh my God, thank you.
Yeah, wonderful.
Thank you. You're the best. You're awesome.
This is fun.
Mm,
I really
this is
enjoyed
so
it.
much fun. I'm
really
so
enjoyed
glad. You're freaking awesome. You're so great. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Thank you. Guys, thank you for hanging out with us. This was so fun. Gianna, thank you for doing this with us. I so appreciate it. Next week, we got Paul Nagauchi.
Oh, nice.
I'm
Paul's
so
got
excited.
style. Paul's got
Shit,
style.
I
And
know.
he's got a physique, that boy.
I know, and it's gorgeous. I know. So between his body and his clothes, we're gonna have so much fun. It's gonna be completely awesome. Thank you for joining for the LA Style Streams. This is so fun. Jonny Cruz, you are inspiring. You are inspiration. He is. He is style
Thank you.
though. I know.
Thank
He's style goals. Jonny Cruz is style goals. Okay.
Bye.
Goodbye,
What's up, guys?
guys. Take care. This was so fun.